Welcome to Bible Echo Channel, where today we venture into the mysteries of the year 2025, a year that feels poised on the edge of destiny. As we prepare to step into what many believe will be a pivotal time in human history, we must pause and consider the voices of those who claim to have glimpsed the future. Nostradamus, the enigmatic prophet of the 16th century, and Baba Vanga, the blind seer whose predictions have captivated millions, have painted startling visions of what lies ahead. Are we ready for the revelations, challenges, and transformations that 2025 may bring? Let's explore. As the dawn of 2025 approaches, the whispers of prophecy and mysterious warnings echo louder than ever before. This is not just another year on the calendar, it feels like a preordained turning point in history. A year shrouded in revelations and upheavals foretold by those gifted, or burdened, with a vision of the future. Among these seers, two stand out for their striking predictions: Baba Vanga, the blind mystic from Eastern Europe, and Nostradamus, the enigmatic French prophet whose cryptic quatrains have baffled and mesmerized generations. And now, the convergence of their warnings paints a picture of 2025 that is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The convergence of prophecies. Baba Vanga's predictions have often struck an eerie chord with history. Losing her sight at the tender age of 12, she gained what she described as a spiritual sight, allowing her to foresee monumental events such as the tragedy of 9/11 and the political upheaval of Brexit. She passed away in 1996, but her visions live on, especially her chilling warnings for 2025. What is remarkable is how her predictions align with those of Nostradamus, who centuries earlier foresaw similar events in his cryptic verses. Adding to this ominous narrative is a letter from 1996, written by an anonymous source and brought to light by Linda Moulton Howe, which foretold a monumental event in 2025. Undeniable contact with otherworldly beings that would change the course of human history forever. The alignment of these prophecies, coming from vastly different times and sources, should not be dismissed lightly. Could these seers have glimpsed the same apocalyptic visions? And more importantly, are we prepared for what is about to unfold? Baba Vanga's 2025, War and Chaos. Baba Vanga foresaw a year marked by global conflict, with tensions between the United States and China escalating into what she described as a catastrophic war. At the time of her prediction, relations between these two superpowers were relatively stable. Yet now, as we stand on the precipice of 2025, the geopolitical climate has shifted dramatically, and her vision of growing hostility seems to be materializing. Her warnings also extend to Europe, predicting that it will not remain untouched by this conflict. She envisioned widespread destruction in the West and hinted at the fall of Syria as the trigger for a larger war. The collapse of Syria's political structure has already occurred, aligning uncannily with her prophecy. Could this be the precursor to a global conflagration, as she foresaw? The arrival of others. One of Baba Vanga's most startling predictions for 2025 involves contact with beings from beyond this world. She described a telepathic breakthrough, an unprecedented ability for humans to communicate with these entities. This aligns disturbingly well with current trends, the global push for UFO disclosure, reports of drones and orbs appearing in restricted airspace, and heightened military activity in response to unidentified aerial phenomena. Is it a coincidence that her prophecy matches the contents of the 1996 letter, which claimed that 2025 would bring full disclosure or undeniable contact with other life forms? Or are we on the brink of a revelation that will forever change how humanity perceives its place in the universe? Nostradamus, a parallel vision. Nostradamus's predictions for 2025 mirror those of Baba Vanga in ways that are difficult to ignore. He wrote of a massive war involving China, the United States, and Western nations, a conflict he described as reshaping the global balance of power. Baba Vanga. He also hinted at the rise of a mysterious leader and a great deception involving beings not of this earth. One of his most cryptic quatrains speaks of a leader emerging from the sea, bringing with them an aquatic empire. He foretold coastal disasters, governments struggling with massive floods, and the rise of this enigmatic figure amid the chaos. Whether literal or symbolic, the imagery is chilling. Who is this leader, and what role will they play in the unfolding drama of 2025? Nostradamus also alludes to what many interpret as the unveiling of otherworldly beings. He describes them as, not from space, but rather entities that have been here all along, hidden in plain sight, influencing humanity in ways we are only beginning to understand. These descriptions resonate with theories about fallen beings, often linked to ancient texts like the Book of Enoch, which describe entities that descended to earth and altered the course of human history. A stage set for deception. Both Nostradamus and Baba Vanga warn of deception. While the disclosure of other life forms may be presented as a monumental step forward for humanity, these seers caution us to remain vigilant. Nostradamus, in particular, warns that these beings could be part of a grander scheme of manipulation, a narrative crafted to control humanity under the guise of enlightenment. The recent surge in UFO sightings, airspace shutdowns, and government secrecy only adds fuel to the fire. Are these events part of a genuine effort to prepare us for contact? Or are they the opening acts of a well-orchestrated deception? The stakes could not be higher, and the need for discernment has never been more urgent. The year of unprecedented events. As 2025 approaches, the prophecies of Baba Vanga and Nostradamus loom large. Their warnings encompass not just war and extraterrestrial contact, but also natural disasters, societal upheaval, and the rise of mysterious figures. Nostradamus speaks of governments struggling with floods, coastal cities drowning, and a leader emerging from the depths, literal or metaphorical. The imagery is both vivid and unsettling. Meanwhile, Baba Vanga's visions of telepathic breakthroughs and alien contact align eerily with current events. Could the surge in UFO disclosures and the sudden appearance of unexplained phenomena be paving the way for her predictions to come true? A call to vigilance. While these prophecies are haunting, they also serve as a call to action. Nostradamus and Baba Vanga remind us that the future is not set in stone. We have the power to shape our destiny, but doing so requires awareness, preparation, and spiritual grounding. As we move into 2025, it is crucial to stay informed and discerning. The convergence of these prophecies suggests that we are entering a period of profound transformation, one that will challenge our understanding of reality and test our resilience as a species. In these trying times, it is more important than ever to seek wisdom and guidance. Whether through scripture, ancient texts, or the shared wisdom of humanity, we must strive to navigate the challenges ahead with clarity and courage. A final thought. If these predictions hold any truth, 2025 will not be just another year, it will be a defining moment in human history. The stage is set for revelations, upheavals, and transformations on a scale we have never seen before. As the clock ticks closer to this pivotal year, the question remains, we ready for what lies ahead? Stay vigilant, stay grounded, and stay informed. The future may be uncertain, but our response to it need not be. Let us face 2025 with open eyes and steadfast hearts, prepared for whatever it may bring.